what is deductive reasoning with term of the research.
الصوت بقطع، ممكن تعيد؟
Okay, and we start to talk about inductive and deductive reasoning and intellectual discovery, and we want to define what is inductive and deductive reasoning. Reasoning meaning you propose something, you find something out of your research and you want to reason it. يعني انه to give it a positive, to give it your weight. يعني you want to reason it, يعني انه to justify. مثلا for example Anas earlier in the class, he was reasoning, justifying why he is late by submitting his assignment. مظبوط Anas? When you said you have power in your charger, you have power electricity problem, you have problem with your laptop and all this stuff.
مظبوط
This is
دكتور.
the reasoning. You're trying to justify it. Your situation. Okay, so we have inductive and deductive reasoning. Inductive reasoning, when you start with your observation and come to a general conclusion by building model and theory based on your interpretation, your own interpretation. انت بتفسر theory of the world. والinterpretation يعني التفسيرات will depend on ايش data that becomes information. Information, based on this information you can draw from the subject problem you are studying. Based on already known beliefs. Knowledge that you can obtain from what you are studying is referred to epistemology. Epistemology. You're not required to know this terminology, but it's good takeaway انك سمعت فيها. What is epistemologies? Just little definition is the theory of knowledge, especially regarding to the method and scope, and distinct between justify belief and opinion. يعني في إشي معرف already وانت عندك your opinion. Using epistemology define justification. Not gonna take a lot of time, but it's good to know there is in the psychology called epistemology, where you can either draw general conclusion from what you observe and from what are the studying applied to. Or you can only induce knowledge, يعني تزيد knowledge to yourself, unique to yourself, and that's what we call also positivism and anti-positivism. Not gonna go deep in this terminology, but it's just something that to have an idea about it. I included some more definition about what is epistemology, and you can take a look at it. And what is deductive? These are all in the term of inductive. Deductive, when you start with your knowledge and understanding of the world by predicting, observing within it. And this is also referred to as ontology instead of epistemology in the inductive. Again, not gonna go to deep definition because I just want to mention this to reach something by the end. Okay, so you take a look at the definition if you are interested and know what is inductive, deductive, with term intellectual discovery on, we still talking about research processes. Just want to summarize what is being said. To problem, you might need to follow complex chain of inductive and deductive reasoning. Knowledge is what you derive from inductive reasoning. You build an idea، يعني أنت تصير تعطي your reasoning from your own thinking, your own opinion based on your understanding. That's inductive. You build idea, model, theory, and understanding based in your inductive reasoning. And wisdom is an evident from your ability to deductive reasoning, applying what you know اللي already عملته بالinductive to other situation and other problem that you have not encountered. You started researching about woods, or start researching, let me give you another example, about oranges. You know a lot of facts about apples. You use your inductive to formulate theories, idea by your knowledge about orange. And then based on the orange, because there's some similarity between orange and apple, you use your deductive to come up with knowledge based on what you know already. That's enough about research process with respect to intellectual